Morning, it's George Heller, West 80 South Poles. It's Sunday, May 7th. We're over here on Steve and Deb's, and just got them up here on the north end of the property. I just got back from a trip down to Missouri. Went down to a grazing school down there at in Greg Judy's. It was a good time. Got to hear Ian Mitchell Ennis speak, talk about a lot about animal performance. It was really good. A lot of stuff about nutrition. Guy knows a lot of stuff. He's a pretty smart dude. He's got a lot of knowledge in his head. Talked about a lot of things that most people don't even think about. I'm not really going to go into it all. There's too much to talk about, but I'm just out here checking on these animals, sheep and cattle. They're doing pretty good. We're up here. We've got some grass. We got some rain yesterday. I mean, the grass isn't where it needs to be. But we're in here. We got all this dry matter too, so that's kind of supplementing them a little bit. And I mean, the grass is like, I don't know. That one's probably length of my hand there. Almost 6 inches tall. It's not coming along. It was really dry, so it had kind of not really been doing anything. And we just got this rain, and now it's doing a little bit better with this rain. Just trying to buy some time before we head over to the big farm. I don't want to get over there too early and stunt the grass. If you get on the grass too early, what can happen is you bite that solar panel off too short, and then your plant doesn't have any way to collect energy, and plants need energy, solar energy. That's what we're in the business of, collecting solar energy and converting it into, high quality food, meat. This girl right here, she just had a calf. We'll go over and look at him in a minute. She had a nice little bull calf. This is a 2021 heifer calf. This is South Pole, purebred South Pole. She just calved yesterday morning, or it might have been Friday night, possibly. Not 100% sure, but a friend of mine was looking after the animals while I was gone, and he come out here, and she had a real nice calf on her. Just doing a real great job as a first calf heifer, taking care of it real well, nurturing it, nursing it real well, taking good care of it. Let's take a look at what she's doing here, okay? So she's taking bites of this grass, and she's getting this real nice green lush stuff. It's real high in energy because it's just starting to come out, and it's real vegetative, and the cows have been on hay all winter. And so what you don't want to do is you don't want to go straight from hay to green grass. You want to either supplement with some hay if you don't have any dry matter, or you want to have dry matter like this. That's why it's so important to stockpile your farm, not only for winter feed, but in the springtime you want to have this dry matter so they can balance their rumens out. They want to just go after the best stuff, but if they're allowed to get some dry matter, they're able to balance themselves. They're smarter than us. They know what they need, and when they need a little dry, they'll take a little dry, and to balance out their rumen to get it working correctly. We're working on trying to get this soil improved here. It's all sandy. It's really, we can just take a look at it right here. I mean, there's moss growing right here. That's moss. And, it's a little bit darker now because we got some moisture, but I mean, you can see it's just brown sand under there. There's very little organic matter. We got some forbs coming up in here. This looks like some plantain, I believe. right here. It's all just really small. I mean, we just had snow like 2 weeks ago, so it's really, the ground is just starting to warm up enough to get things happening. Another thing about putting this litter down on the ground is it helps the ground retain heat better. This isn't ideal. I mean, it needs to be a lot better than this, but if we would have just taken this down, if this would have just been taken down to like a putting green, there wouldn't be anything going on out here. This would all be just trampled down, and it'd be all rutted up, and the cattle wouldn't be grazing on it, that's for sure. They wouldn't have anything to graze. But this didn't get hit at all last year. We just got this farm fenced off. So we're just kind of buying our time in here because there's a lot of feed in here yet. And over on the other farm, it's just getting going. It's just starting to peak up. You can see it's starting to green up over there. We've got a whole bunch of fertility down over there, a bunch of carbon we put down on the ground. And they're supposed to get some nicer weather and maybe some more rain, some little bit warmer temperatures, and that's going to help. That's going to help get things going here. This is the mother to that heifer I was just showing you, that first calf heifer. She's I don't know how old she is, because she lost her ear tag where I bought her from, and now we don't really know how old she is. I don't really know how to tell that. So, but she's getting pretty close to calving herself. She's a really nice cow. Just big old gut on her, short legs, big fat tail head on her. Now she just took a calf all the way through winter. We just pulled the bull calves out of here like 2 weeks ago only. So she took her calf all the way through the winter and made a calf on the fat of her tail head here. And she's doing really good. She's getting pretty puffy in the back, getting pretty close to calving. Not quite bagging. She's starting to bag a little bit more than she had been. But so our calving season's kind of started. We got 2 on the ground. I should go over and show you them. It's a nice little bull calf. There's one of our rams. They're starting to shed off, starting to slick off and look a little shaggy when they're shedding off. There's our half British white, half South Pole bull calf there. He's in real nice shape. That's a heifer born in August. She's a beaut. She's just pig fat. There's the little bull calf here. He's brand new, and he's doing really well. He's got a real good mom, and he's looking really good. He's doing real well. She's never had a calf, and she's just doing it just like she has always done it. That's what you want. You want good genetics like that, so you can count on them performing well. All about animal performance. That's a big deal. Quote from Ian was, if you have animal performance, you can't go broke. If you're watching checking your cattle every day and you're watching their condition and all that, I mean, it's pretty easy to keep. Well, it's not. I shouldn't say it's pretty easy. I said it's nice that when you do that, then you can keep an eye on their condition and tell if something's going wrong or if you need to do something different. You want to focus on performance. That should be your number one. That should be your number one thing that you're looking for, is animal performance, because that's ultimately what you're trying to do. You're trying to get that animal to perform at its peak in your environment. And if your animals are performing very well and looking really good, that means you're on the right track. You're doing something right. it's nice to see them in good condition. It's rewarding. You know, you come out, you don't want to see your cattle all skinny and bony and scrawny, and you know they're all getting upset because they don't have enough to eat, and they're bawling at you and everything like that. You don't want that. You want them to be fat and happy, and that's kind of what we're trying to do. I want to just show you this quick. It's kind of something I picked up from Greg. Limited access on a pond. This property has a pond on it. The owner dug this pond quite a few years ago, and it's got some pretty clean water in it. It's pretty good. But so what I did is I just I gave them a limited access to it here. Just put a poly braid across the water there so they can get down to the edge of the water and get them a drink. I just ran it around. Well, I didn't do it. A friend of mine, when I was gone, had done this, but I just set up this skirt today. He had the whole pond roped off, but now, because we had another water hole in the other paddock to water in. But now this today I just set up this limited skirt here so they can get after the water. And don't tell the cattle, but that this poly's not hot. It's just not. Doesn't need to be. They're trained pretty well. They're not going to try to go in the water. They just want to get a drink. But it's just a little added extra security. Oh, it's a good way to water your cattle and then not let them get a bunch of manure and everything into the water. You don't want your cattle in the water. They'll muck it all up and poop and pee in there, and then the water quality is going to go down, and then your animal performance is going to suffer. And that's not what you want. So the ewes are all just fat. They're going to be lambing here in about 3 weeks. So they're starting to shed off. Some of them look pretty scraggly with some of their fur coming off. They're got some nice big guts on them. They got some babies inside of them. So I'm looking forward to that. Looking forward to the rest of these cows having their calves. I think we got 9 more to go right now. And getting pretty excited about it. Haven't put up a video in quite a while, so just thought I'd shoot one and show everybody what's going on over here. Hopefully we get some warmer weather and we get this grass going. Looking forward to doing some grazing, and it's been a while, so now really want to get back after it. So yeah, look at that new mom. She's mooing to her calf, making sure he's okay. She's doing a great job as a new mother. Never had a calf before, and she's doing really good. I really think that has a lot to do with genetics. A lot of people say, oh, genetics doesn't matter, but I really believe that it does. And agree with me or not, that's just how I see it. But yeah, I don't know, I'm kind of rambling now, so thought I'd show everybody what's going on and see how the cattle are doing and stuff, show you the new calf, and hope y'all have a good day, and thanks for watching.